What's going on YouTube? Earth Power here.
CVH here.
And we're back with another This Week in Kaijudo. So this week, we have previews.
Woo!
And a lot of them. So over the past 2 days, they've been previewing a ton of the new cards from 5 Mystics. A set slated to come out, I believe that's March 14th?
Something like that.
Somewhere around that weekend, whatever day that is, March 14th, 15th, 16th, and then
13th,
and all
whatever.
that. Yeah, so around that weekend. But it's going to be a 60 card set, and we're getting some of the new champ cards.
We
some
are.
of the cards that we designed at the Summer Champs.
In case you didn't know, Summer Champs, that was in August.
Yeah.
But
And I guess we can start our little preview train with one of the cards that we created, Rusalka.
Psychic Predator
Psychic
Rusalka.
Predator Rusalka.
Yeah.
Very cool card. This guy's pretty insane. Probably, I mean, unless they...
This is going to be the best card in the set.
Yeah, unless they do something, like, incredible with the rest of this set. Like, this guy's looking to shake our metal up pretty extremely.
And by shake the meta up, we mean give Tempo another good 4-drop.
Yeah, this guy, I mean, just look at him. Like, he's coming down on turn 4. Excuse me, I'm just...
Gives you an indigestion. It gives me an indigestion.
I'm getting cramps.
Mm.
But, I honestly didn't think that they were going to give this guy to us as it was. Like originally, I think we had created it as a 5-drop 3000.
Well, there was talk that people wanted it to be 5-3000.
Yeah, and then we just made it a 4-drop because might as well just make it better.
Well, now it's okay because, like, Boneblade deals with it. Like, 5 for 2 would have been probably the best because after rotation, it comes down late, and Snake Trap also deals with it.
Yeah, Snake Trap deals with it.
Drill
and
Storm, whatever.
Heat Seekers might see play, I guess, or pre-rotation. Yeah,
we don't know it's going to be reprinted,
But yeah, this guy is pretty extreme. I mean, he's coming down. He's locking down a creature when he comes down. He's then going to lock down creatures every time he swings, and he's unblockable, which means I don't care what you've got on board, I'm going in.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal too, especially since like blockers are the main way of sort of like dealing with tempo and aggression early on. And this guy just bypasses all of it. Not only is it getting past those blockers, it's locking down the stuff that could potentially swing over it. And God forbid those blockers aren't light and that they can't swing, because then it's just getting through everything.
And it's a very cheap card. You have a combination of this, Piercing, and the original Rusalka in your deck, or maybe not the original Rusalka post-rotation, but like all these things, just things you can play multiples of late in the game and just get things out of the way.
Yeah.
Because it does time rhyme you on a body. We don't play time rhyme because it doesn't have a body, and now it has a body.
Yeah, and it's effectively...
There's a time rhyme.
Yeah, for 1 more mana, we're getting a 4-drop 2000 power creature, which is... And it's going to keep time rhyming. It doesn't stop.
Time rhyme infinitely.
Gloom Hollow is crying.
Gloom Hollow's been crying, but...
I know, but now it's just so many tears.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think that's about all we can talk about this card before I
cry.
Flip something. But the next card, to continue along water side, the Water Mystic.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got Mystics now.
Hold on.
Holding on, but the image is here.
Yes, it's
Anyways,
talk about it.
So the Water Mystic,
It's a Mystic.
5-drop. We've only gotten 2 Mystics so far, and we'll talk about the Nature one in a moment. But the Water one, 5-drop. It's a blocker. It's got 3000 power, and
It's guard.
it has guard, so it can't swing, which is okay because its effect is pretty awesome. When it comes down, search your deck for a water spell. And guess what that means, guys? You can grab your multi-civ water spells.
You can grab Reverberate by turn 6.
Yeah.
You can grab Piercing Judgment. Not by turn 4, but eventually.
Or you could grab Memory, and then Memory to search for another Mystic of Water, and then search for another Memory.
Deck thinning.
Yeah, oh my god, there's just so many things. I'm not serious, guys. But there's just so many things that
Someone
like,
did suggest memorying into this guy and then doing that in the Reverberate.
Yeah.
Memory for the Reverberate. What's wrong with you?
what if you need the bridge card, as it were, to help you with tempo?
Then your deck sucks.
The options are there now, but like this guy is really good. Like if Memory wasn't good enough to get you to Reverberate and those like pile mirrors and stuff like that, now you've just got this guy and it helps deal with tempo stuff. So yay for multiple uses and another really good card out of the set.
I like
Water.
this card.
Yeah, Water has a lot to offer us.
I also think this is going to be my favorite art combination of the set because of the Water Mystic and Liquid Compulsion.
I'll show you guys Liquid Compulsion here and then side by side. See how those arts line up? Isn't that sick?
It is. Only one of them is going to be hollow, though. I think Mystic of Water being a hollow would be sweet.
But yeah, but it's a rare.
Well.
Yeah, all the Mystics are going to be rares. I think that was confirmed. And then we'll talk about the Mystic rule in a moment. But Liquid Compulsion, we'll talk about that since we're on the note of water.
Yeah, this is a cool card for the pile oh my god, especially a level 9 water spell. Pardon. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may put a non-evolution creature from them into the battle zone, and then put the other 2 into your hand.
Yeah. So, a nice Logos for 9 mana, and you get to summon something if you see something cool.
Yeah, which
it
you
could be
probably
anything.
will, depending on the deck. If you're running the pile deck, then you have a ton of stuff.
It could be a turn 9 Haven.
Yeah. or even sooner if you're ramped up to it, you know.
Yeah, you know, it's just really good utility. I think this card will definitely see play. I don't know if it's going to be like a snap 3 of, but like...
I know.
No.
Because Reverberate does draw you 5 earlier, which is really important.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, late game, when you're in those top deck wars, like, this is just another great card to come into. So, cool stuff. Both of these, the Mystic of Water and Liquid Compulsion, I think are definitely going to see play, as well as the Rusaka before that. Let's talk about the super rare we got before we get into the other Mystic really quick.
Yeah, the super rare, because Rusaka is a super rare. Have fun buying all those boxes, guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Alright. Money cards. Yay.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen one of those. Invasion Earth. Whatever. Alright. Overload. Nope. Overlord Sargon.
Yes. Shadow Champion Armor Dragon. So works with birds as long as they're still around. So we got 2 more months to work this guy into a dragon deck. 7 cost, Fire Dark, 6,000 power. So 7 for 6. Not crazy as like compared to a lot of the other dragons, like cost to power ratio. But he does have fast attacks, so he's got that going for him. Double Breaker, which is always appreciated. And then his effect is kind of cool. Grim Command, whenever he swings, banish one of your creatures, then choose one of your opponent's creatures power 5,000 or less, and banish that guy.
Yeah.
So, kind of neat, like, the talk that I had with CVH prior to this video was, like, using him with birds and stuff like that. Like, with a bird, you bring him down on turn 6. It's a fast attacker on turn 6, which isn't something we've normally had with dragons, barring, like, the hyperspeed kind of, progressions and stuff like that. But, he's just fast attack on his own right, and then if you've got a bird, he's coming down on turn 6. And then if you need to get something out of the way, if there's something like messing with your
mojo,
just go ahead, swing, get rid of the bird that you used to summon it. Like if you've already utilized your Nyx, which I'm not saying is optimal, but if need be, you summon it with a Nyx, draw a card, swing in with him, double break 2, and banish the Nyx, and just kill something on board. So
worst case is just a double breaker, fast attacker, which is not
exactly.
bad. But like I think it's like a pseudo major out for Dragon Nyx because they can't really run major out, or they can, but like why would you? Because there's better things to do. But like this card, like it can potentially kill 2 guys and get rid of a useless Lux or something that just isn't powerful enough to kill like laws or something.
Yeah, and like all those tempo and rush matches, we summon the birds early just to hopefully deal with things on board, and then when this guy comes down, I mean, you bring him down on turn 5 if you've had your 2 birds in progression, and then drop this guy and just kind of get in and get rid of some stuff. And
so this, in combination with General Skycrusher, gives the birds even more utility.
Yeah, and it can even put your opponent on a clock too. Thinking about that now, just like you're dropping stuff, and that way you're able to go in with shields and still banish stuff that your opponent's summoning. So unless they're summoning more than 1 creature a turn, you can kind of keep them off board a little bit. So
did you hear me? I was like, it is a fast attacker. It's fast.
Yeah,
it attacks.
It's got cool interactions. Surprise! I'm going to be interested to see how this card does in the meta. Pre rotation and post rotation if it sticks around for that.
Well, it's sticking around. It's legal, so we'll see.
So some of the final previews we got were the Nature Mystic of Nature. I think that's
Mystic of Nature. Yep.
Yeah.
It's 4 for 5 Mystic, and whenever you cast a Nature spell, you can put a creature from your discard pile into your mana zone.
Yay! So
people thought it just ran from the top of your deck, which would be really good, but it does require a setup. Like you have to have a creature in the graveyard.
Yeah, and I mean, this card is weird. I don't think it's really gonna fit into the meta unless like. I really don't know what this guy needs to be good, but like early game he's subpar because you don't have a lot of stuff in grave, and then late game you've just got cards that ramp better, and honestly like you're already in the late game anyway, so who really needs the ramp? And
they needed to make at least 1 or 2 butt mystics because you can't just like cram them all and run like all the good cards and then all of a sudden you win.
Yeah, so and then we have half of his spells so far that has been previewed.
Like 2/3 actually. We have 1 line of the other effect.
Yeah, and then we've got like the whole like I guess right side, left side. We've got like the whole left side, and then the top 2/3. So
it's only level 8 as opposed to the large spell, which was level 9.
Yeah, Swift Regeneration. See how the art's lining up again. Super cool. But Swift Regeneration lets you choose any number of creatures in your mana zone that have total level 7 or less, and you put them in the battle zone. And then until the start of your next turn, all of your creatures something. So I guess we'll find out soon enough. So stay on the lookout. We'll probably know by the time this video goes up, so I'll just post the actual
previews are going up. Stay tuned to the Kaijudo Dojo.
Yes.
And our channel.
And everybody's getting previews, so previews are coming from everywhere. I've seen some go up on Twitter. I've seen them go up on the Facebook Dojo. I'm sure Wizards Kaijudo and their website Kaijudo.com will start posting some as well, and then et cetera, et cetera. So just make sure you check all the social links, and I've got a lot of those links down below, and then
check out the social links
down below. We can keep up with them as we keep up with them. So.
That's all we say.
But yeah, a quick note before we wrap up previews here: the Mystic rule. For those of you who don't know. They did mention, and we've seen 2 Mystics so far, so hopefully the other 3 do some cool stuff so that maybe we can combine them all into a deck. But when you have all 5 Mystics of the same civilization on the board at the same time,
In the same civilization.
all 5 Mystics from each civilization on board at the same time, you'll win the game. It's kind of cool. Wow. Enthused. So yeah, we've seen 2 so far. The nature one's not fantastic.
I'm
but
just the realist over here. Like,
the
if you
water-
have 4 of them on the board, you don't need to play the 5th one. Just summon Finbar and start going in already. You've dirtled long enough.
yeah, but hey, you
Yeah,
know,
it's fun. It's
I
flavor.
would love to win a KMC with all 5 Mystics.
And before, there's just a spell that no one knows about that just says
summon all 5
3. Well, I
Mystics.
summon like 2 or 3 from your deck.
Summon 3 cards that
That'd
have
be
the
broken.
same word in their name. Mystic.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know.
Aqua
Weird
Seneschals. Rusalkas. Oh!
They all have the race of Mystics, so maybe there will be support for them later on. We never know.
That'd be awful.
So,
Not the support. That'd be fun.
but check them out. They're on all the links are down below, so you can definitely go check them out. Shout outs to all the people who did preview them. I believe the Kaijudo channel got Sargon. He previewed it on Twitter. Shout
Reddish
outs
got one,
to
right? No, you didn't.
no,
He tweeted about it.
He tweeted, I think, half of the picture of like the start of that nature spell, I think. And then shout
maybe
outs
shout outs
to
to
Olivia up at Good Times Games for previewing the Nature Mystic. Super
Someone
cool
else
stuff.
too. Ryan Last?
Maybe.
I don't know. Someone else Canadian.
Yeah, and I think Wizards previewed the Water Mystic and its spell. So
Mhm.
shout outs to all them, and hopefully we'll be seeing some more previews very soon.
Shots to us.
Yeah.
For another This Week in Kaijudo, we have KMC starting this weekend.
Yes.
Weekend. Ugh. We got Georgia and Anaheim, California.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia is in Carrollton, Georgia, the same place that had season 1. So,
Shout outs to some of our local players and good friends who are going down to Georgia.
Nate Bond, Gordon, nope.
No.
Nate Bond, Garrett Ward, Ricky Gross, Ken Tober, and Kathy Boatman.
Yes. very
And
cool.
Prophecy TCG, aka Jeff Ashley.
Should be a good event, and we'll have coverage from that hopefully by the start of next week. So stay on the lookout for those Weekend Kaijudo coming up real soon.
Josh Hackler.
And Anaheim's happening, so we'll try to get coverage from that. I'm not
Sam
sure.
Gilbert,
who's-
maybe?
Sam Gilbert, yes.
Channel
Shout outs to
Fireball,
him.
maybe? I don't know.
He slept on our floor at the Summer Championships.
He did.
Hopefully we'll see him there again.
Yep, we need him on our floor.
Meet him on our floor, man. That's a good luck.
But, you know, we will try to stay up to date on the coverage and hit you up with a,
Shoot you up. We're gonna shoot you up, guys.
woo,
Be on the
with a
lookout.
TWIK
Yes.
in timely fashion.
Yes. So, I think that's all we have for you. Check out Social Links below, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff. You guys know the deal. Leave a like if you enjoyed. As always, very much appreciate those likes. And comment, let us know what you think. Let us know if you're going to any of these KMCs anytime soon. And then we'll go from there. So, hopefully, guys, we'll see you next week for another
This week,
in Kaijudo.
Peach.
Peach.